you pay attention to this, this was incredibly valuable to me, and it's very, very valuable knowledge, and I didn't create it. It was passed to me, and I'm passing it on. There are 4 hats that you can wear as a writer. You can do this in any other art form as well, but writing particularly works. The 4 hats are worn in order. They are never worn simultaneously. And the 4 hats are madman, architect, carpenter, and judge. And the problem with most writers and writing, the problem most writers have with their writing and the process of writing, is that most writers are wearing the first and the last hat simultaneously. And writer's block, in my personal experience, is almost universally the direct result of judging work that should not be judged. And then we say we have writer's block, and you don't really have writer's block. You have common sense, because nobody would want to write if they were going to fucking judge what they fucking wrote the second they wrote it. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to write if that's how you treat your work. So the first step is called madman, because it's unimpeded by any particular limitations of any kind. Like anything goes. So again, I will have a general idea of what I want to write about. I try to keep it as general as possible. And then I dive in and I try to play and sandbox at the madman, which means I write a draft that way. And it can be as crazy and as unconscious or semi-conscious or psychotic as necessary. I literally just follow the impulses that come to me. I could be writing a scene about one of the characters is on a Skype call with somebody he knows from Australia, and next thing you know, a tiger starts fornicating behind my back, and I start writing about the fornicating tiger, and then a zombie comes in and wrestles him, and I'll just go. Madman. Anything goes, unencumbered. No discernment of any kind. The second step is the architect, where you slightly impede it with just the most modest form of discernment. As architecture will teach you, there's some concern of gravity. You're not really getting to engineering or carpentry yet. You're just getting into a sense of shape, what's possible, but you're still pretty much free thinking. The third hat is carpenter, sometimes called engineer. That's the first time you're actually looking at the nuts and bolts. And the fourth draft is the judge draft, and is again, work without judgment is awful. Work with judgment too prematurely is worse. So you need that fourth hat, but you don't put it on too early, and you don't skip it. And again, if you're wearing that hat too early and you're suffering, I promise you, practice taking the hat off and you'll suffer less.